Peppa's Easter egg hunt. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a spring time. Peppa is going to do something very exciting today. Grandpa Pig made an Easter egg hunt for Peppa and her friends. There are lots of chocolate eggs hidden in the garden, says Grandpa Pig. Are you ready to find them? Yes, Grandpa Pig, everyone says. Off you go then, says Grandpa Pig, but be careful not to step on my plants. We promise to be very careful, Grandpa Pig. Peppa soon finds a head in the egg pot. I found one, shouts Peppa. And Freddy Fox find another in the wheelbarrow. Rebecca Rabbit finds it under the egg bush. Everyone has chocolate egg except for Rachel. I wonder where the other eggs are, said Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig puts his eye on Rachel's head. When he picks it up again, a chocolate egg appears underneath his magic. Now Rachel has an egg too. So what do we do now, Grandpa Pig? Asked Rebecca Rabbit. You eat your egg, of course, laughed Grandpa Pig. Ha ha! Did you enjoy your Easter egg hunt, children? Says Grandpa Pig. We found all the chocolate eggs, says Peppa. They're in their tummies now, adds Freddy Fox. Good, says Granny Pig. Now let's go and see our chickens. Scratch out the nail and have a special surprise. But they're just boring chickens, Granny says. Granny, they are not special. They have eggs too, Peppa, says Granny Pig. Can we eat them? Asked Freddy Fox. No, Freddy, says Granny Pig. The eggs are about to hatch. The baby chickens are hatching. There are 3. Cheep, cheep. Peppa and her friends petted the baby chickens. They all sing. I'm a little singing, a bit cheep, cheep, cheep. I learned to pick up fruit, my beak, beak, beak. I have a floppy yellow head and straw on my bed, and I jump up and down singing chip, chip. Welcome to my time story. George's new dinosaur. Don't forget to share and subscribe. George's favorite toy is Mr. Dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur is into God and playing with him at bedtime and cuddling with him when he goes to sleep. At bedtime, Peppa says, George, I think Mr. Dinosaur is broken. George is very upset. Mommy and Daddy Pig come to see why George is crying. Poor George, says Daddy Pig. Maybe it's time you to get a new dinosaur. The next day, Peppa and George, Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig visit Mr. Fox's shop. I'm sure you'll find a lovely dinosaur here, George, says Mommy Pig. Look, George, says Daddy Pig, pointing to the shop window. There's a big one. Oh, dinosaurs, says George. Good morning, says Mr. Fox. Can I help you? We'd like to buy the dinosaur in the window. Good choice, says Mr. Fox. This is Dinosaur. He walks, he talks, he sings Dinosaur, says George. We will take it, says Daddy Pig. George is playing with the dinosaur in the garden. Dinosaur sings, Dinosaur, Dinosaur, listen to Dinosaur, roar! Careful, George, said Daddy Pig. Don't play too roughly because Dinosaur will break. George wants to play with Dinosaur in the bat. Splash, splash, splash! Dinosaur, says George. Mommy Pig says, George, if you get Dinosaur wet, she will stop working. Peppa and George are asleep in bed, but suddenly Dinosaur comes to life. Listen to Dinosaur roar! George, says Peppa, Dinosaur has woken me up. Baby Dinosaur should sleep somewhere else, says Daddy Pig, taking Dinosaur away. George is feeling sad. He cannot play with Dinosaur in the garden, or in the bath, or even in bed. Don't worry, George, says Mommy Pig brightly. Dinosaur can still roar. Dinosaur, listen to Dinosaur roar. Dinosaur stops walking and talking completely. I think the batteries must have run out, says Mommy Pig. Already? How many are in there? Grumbly, says Daddy Pig as batteries pour out of Dinosaur. Hundreds and thousands. Suddenly, Peppa spots something green under a bush. What's this? Asked Peppa. Is it a trumpet? Your friend is a dinosaur's tail, says Mommy Pig. Now Daddy Pig can fix him. He might be a bit difficult to fix, says Daddy Pig diffusely. But the tail slips perfectly into place. Oh, ho, ho, looked Daddy Pig. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur, says Peppa. Dinosaur, says George. Click. George is so happy to have his favorite toy back. Grrr. George's favorite toy, Mr. Dinosaur. When Mr. Dinosaur breaks, George gets a brand new toy. Dinosaur walks, talks, and even sings. But can he replace George's old toy? Look for more Peppapig books at a store near you. Look at the test stories. Today I read Peppa's Windy Fall Day. Don't forget to share and subscribe. It's a windy fall day. Peppa and her family are going to the park. Let's put on our warm clothes, says Mommy Pig. When it is cold outside, Peppa and her family wear their hats, scarves, and coats. In the car, Daddy Pig turns on the heater. Is everyone nice and warm? Daddy asked. Yes, Daddy Pig. Off they go. Vroom, vroom. Soon, Peppa and her family are in the park. Why are all the leaves red and yellow? Peppa asks. In fall, it gets colder and the leaves change color, says Mama Pig. Daddy Pig has a ball. Let's play a game to keep warm. He kicks the ball to Peppa. My turn, cries Peppa. Peppa kicks the ball to George. Kick! Hee hee. Now it is George's turn, but the wind blows the ball away. It is not supposed to go that way, cries Peppa. Peppa and George chase the ball. Uh-oh! The ball has rolled all the way into the pond. Splash! Quack, quack! Don't worry, says Daddy Pig. I'll use this stick to get the ball. Daddy reaches as far as he can. Just a little bit farther, Daddy, says Peppa. Please be careful, Daddy Pig, says Mummy. Daddy Pig reaches out too far. He falls into the pond. Splash, silly Daddy Pig. Lucky, the wind begins to blow again. The wind blows the ball out of the pond. Hee hee. It is getting windier, says Mummy Pig. Hold on to your hats, Peppa and George. Peppa holds on to her hat, but George does not hold onto his hat. Whoosh! Away goes the hat. Wah! The wind blows George's hat up into the tree. How will we get George's hat down? Asks Peppa. Simple, says Mommy Pig. I will give the tree a little shake. Shake, shake, shake. Oh dear, Mommy Pig shakes the tree a bit too much. Some of the leaves fall on top of her. Hee hee hee, hee hee hee. Where did George's hat go, Mommy Pig asks. It's on her head, Peppa laughs. Look, the wind blows and blows. Look, Daddy, I'm leaning into the wind, cries Peppa. The wind is strong enough to hold up Peppa, George, and it's even strong enough to hold up Daddy Pig. After a while, the wind stops. What can we do now? Peppa asks. What's your favorite game? Asked Daddy Pig. Jumping up and down in the muddy puddles, says Daddy. But there aren't any, only boring dry leaves. And what do with dry leaves? Asked Daddy Pig. I don't know, says Peppa. Ho, ho, ho. Jump up and down in time, says Daddy Pig. Crunch, 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 crunch. Everyone loves jumping up and down in the dry leaves. This has been the best fall day ever, says Peppa. Hee hee. Gert. Everyone enjoy watching Peppa all day long. Well, not on DVD. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. Today we read Peppa's Christmas list. Don't forget to share and subscribe. It's Christmas Eve, and Peppa, George, and their friends are aboard to the Christmas bell train. Toot toot! They are on their way to Santa's workshop. Everyone is very excited. Ho, ho, ho! Chuckles Santa Claus. I hope you all being good. He makes a list of what everyone would like for Christmas. George would like a racing car. Peppa would like a dog. Peppa and her family are spending Christmas with Granny and Grandpa Pig. You can stir the Christmas pudding, Granny Pig says. And don't forget to make a wish. Soon it is bedtime. I hope Santa knows where Granny and Grandpa Pig live. Peppa whispers before she falls asleep. On Christmas Day, Peppa and her family eat the Christmas pudding. This is delicious, says Mummy Pig. I wonder what you wished for when you were making it, Peppa. It was time to open presents. George got a racing car. Vroom, vroom. But there's nothing under the tree for Peppa. Santa has forgotten me. Peppa is sadly. Santa is on his way home. In the sleigh, suddenly he spots something at bottom of his deck. Oh, ho, ho, ho! That laughs. There's one last present to deliver. Santa tumbles down the steps at Granny and Grandpa's house. Here's your present, Peppa. He took my Christmas pudding. This came true. Peppa cries. I wish that Santa would visit us on Christmas Day. And he has. Hooray for Santa! Snowy fun! Peppa and George are excited today because it is snowing. Can we go outside? Peppa asked Peppa. Yes, replied Mummy Pig, but you must bundle up first. Two little piggies on their warm early coats and ran outside to the snow. Come on, George, calls Peppa. Let's make footprints. Splat! Peppa runs so fast She falls over and lands head first in the snow. Hee hee hee, laughs George. It's not funny, Peppa says. Hee hee hee. Hee hee hee. George cries. George! Cries Peppa. Let's make snowballs. Peppa picks up some snow, tosses it to George and laughs. George giggles too. He wants to make a snowball just like Peppa. After they are done playing, Peppa has an idea. Let's build a snowman. She says. Peppa and George roll up large balls of snow. Then they find sticks for the snowman's arms and stone for his eyes and mouth. Next, Peppa makes snowman a nose with a big orange carrot. She needs clothes to keep him warm, says Peppa. George runs inside to find some woolly clothes. The snowman is very happy. Mommy and Daddy Pig come outside. Mommy is wearing her warm woolly clothes, but Daddy looks cold and grumpy. I don't know where my winter clothes are, says Daddy. I think I know, Mommy Pig smiles. Daddy Pig's hat, scarf, and gloves are all on the snowman, of course. Peppa, George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig laugh so much they fall over in the snow. What a fun winter day has been. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. Today I'll read Peppapig, Prince Peppa and the Royal Ball. Don't forget to share and subscribe. This is Peppa. Princess Peppa is excited. Her family is having a ball at the castle tonight. Queen Mommy Pig and King Daddy Pig need help getting ready. There is so much to do before the party. Did I invite my friends to the ball? asked Princess Peppa. Of course, says Queen Mommy. Princess Peppa and Prince George go to the village. Princess Peppa invites her friends to the ball. Hooray! They cheer. Everyone can come. Back at the castle, Grandpa Wizard is getting the ballroom ready. Prince Peppa wants to help. Grandpa Wizard uses his magic to appear from Prince Peppa's room. Oh no! Some of the candles went out, and Peppa asks for help from the family dragon. Next, Princess Peppa helps King Daddy choose flowers from the tables. They pick the best ones from the royal garden. Princess Peppa brings the flowers inside. Thank you, Peppa. These are very pretty, says Queen Mommy. Why don't you take on the desert? She asked Princess Peppa. Peppa goes to the kitchen. What would you like to try? The royal baker asks. Everything, please, Princess Peppa says. This is the best job so far. Ballroom is ready for food is ready. Everything is ready, said Princess Peppa. She goes up to her room to change for the party. Ring! It is the doorbell. The guests are here. Princess Peppa welcomed them to the royal ball. The royal trumpet plays. When George arrived in the ballroom, Queen Mummy and King Daddy follow. Now the royal ball can begin. Everyone sings and dances along to the music. They eat yummy cakes and cookies. Thank you for making the royal party special, Princess Peppa, Queen Mummy says. It's so yummy, King Daddy says. All dance happily ever after. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. We're going to read Peppapig, the Tooth Fairy by Kim. Don't forget to subscribe. Once upon a time, there was a clever little pig named Peppa. She was very proud of her teeth. Blood. Peppa and her brother George knew how to take care of their teeth. They brushed them every morning and every evening. Brush. Peppa and George loved playing dentist. Peppa would pretend to be the dentist and George would be her assistant. George Dinosaur was the patient. What lovely clean teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur. Peppa smiled. Grrr, said George. One day, after playing their dentist game, Peppa and George were eating their dinner. Suddenly, something fell out in Peppa's plate. Chatter, chatter. It made Peppa jump. What is that? She asked. Ow! It's a tooth, Daddy Pig laughed. But where is it from? Asked Peppa. Why don't you look in the mirror? Asked Mama Pig. Peppa looked. She had a big gap in her teeth. Oh no, Peppa cried. Do we have to go see the Dr. Elephant? Ho, ho, ho. No, said Mummy Pig. It's just a baby tooth. It's meant to fall out. A baby tooth? What's that? Asked Peppa. A baby tooth is a tooth that falls when you're young, explained Mama Pig. A new one will grow in its place. What should I do with my baby tooth? Asked Peppa. If you place it under your pillow, the tooth fairy will come. She will take your tooth and leave you a shiny new coin, said Mama Pig. That evening, while Peppa watched television with her family, she kept thinking about the tooth fairy. When I grow up, I want to be a tooth fairy, said Peppa. Daddy Pig chirped. What about you, George pointed at the dinosaur. Dinosaur, he growled. Hee hee hee. Come on, George, shouted Peppa. We don't want to miss the Tooth Fairy. They both ran up the stairs to get ready for bed. What are you doing, Peppa? asked Daddy Pig. Peppa was careful brushing her teeth. I want it to be nice and clean for the Tooth Fairy, said Peppa. Snort, snort. Peppa looked at the tooth under her pillow. Are you sure the Tooth Fairy will be able to find it? She asked. I promise, said Mummy Pig. Just you wait and see. Good night, Peppa and George. Good night, Mummy Pig. Good night, Daddy Pig. Hee hee hee. I'm going to wake up all night for the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said. George, let's not go to sleep. George smiled and nodded. Peppa waited and waited. So you could hear something. Is that the Tooth Fairy, Peppa? George, she whispered. Did you hear that? Can you see the Tooth Fairy? She climbed down to look. George, he was fast asleep. It was him making the noise. I'm much better at staying awake than George. Peppa snapped and she settled back in her bed. After a while, eyes started to close. She quietly opened them again. I'm going to stay awake and see the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said to himself fairly. But soon, she was asleep. Twinkle, twinkle. What was that? It was the Tooth Fairy. Hello, Peppa, she whispered. Would you like a coin for the tooth? The Tooth Fairy gently took Peppa's tooth out of under her pillow and put a shiny coin in its place. What a lovely clean tooth, the fairy said. Thank you very much. Flutter, flutter, flutter. The next morning, Peppa found a shiny coin under her pillow. Mommy, the Tooth Fairy did come after, shouted, jumping up and down. Oh, I wish I had seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa sighed. The next time I've seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa. And the next time I'm definitely going to stay awake all night. Hee hee hee. Peppa Pig has lost her first tooth. If she chunks it under her pillow, will the Tooth Fairy come for a special visit?